I undertook this project for myself about practice consistency, and I wanted to share my experience with you guys. So consistency and goals are key. A little bit about myself is that I've been with the program for a while now, and I found myself stuck with just practicing on the weekends to fulfill the weekly video challenge and not really actually benefiting myself for a consistent practice schedule. Now, in the beginning of 2024, I remember lying in my bed saying, "How can I better my practicing? What do I need to learn when I do this, or should I do that?" And then I just thought, how about I just practice more consistently? Practice every day. Like, oh, every day seems tough. Okay, well, let's start out with 7 days. So I wrote a goal for myself. I will practice guitar consistently for 7 days. I figured that was achievable, right? 7 days, just a week, 30 minutes to an hour every day, each week. Was a little challenging in the beginning, but as everything settled, it was obtainable. And that 7 days turned into 14 days. That 14 days turned to 30 days, 60 days, and then 100 days of consistently practicing every day. I ended up practicing 109 days consistently as a goal just for myself. I mean, everybody can achieve this. It's not hard, but for myself, it was hard, and I was happy to achieve it. And I feel we all can take the time to assign goals to ourselves to make ourselves a better guitar player or make ourselves a better whatever you want to achieve. And the two major things I think help are obviously discipline. You have to be disciplined to achieve anything in life, as well as SMART goals. Now, if you don't know what SMART goals are, they are very helpful in completing anything, from the smallest tasks to the largest. SMART goals is an acronym. It stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So for specific, have a very specific goal. Saying, I want to be better at guitar is not a very specific goal. It's very broad. Saying, I want or I will learn the minor pentatonic scale, that's more specific. Measurable, how will you measure it? All right, I want to go from 80 beats per minute to 120 beats per minute. That's measurable. Attainable, is that attainable? That's very attainable. If you practice consistently, that's very attainable. Is it relevant to your practicing? Yes. If you're a new guitar player, the minor pentatonic scale is very relevant. It's unlike something wild in jazz or some outrageous time signature or rhythm. It's very, very beginner friendly, and this to the new audience. As time bound is all right. You need a deadline. So, an example of a SMART goal would be, I will practice the minor pentatonic starting at 80 beats per minute and ending at 120 beats per minute in 1 week, practicing every day consistently. That's a good goal. That's a good SMART goal. And as you may have noticed if you watched it from the beginning of the introductions and the beginning lessons of 52-Week Guitar Player, this course is built upon SMART goals. Brandon, I believe, covers it. It's nothing new to you guys if you have watched those videos. Take time to write out your goals. Seriously, I have printed off pages, templates from online. I try to write my goals down as best I can when starting a new practice routine or starting something that I am having trouble with. How can I break it down to smaller bits and pieces to absorb it and to tackle it? And journal your progress. What is working? What areas do you need to focus on? What questions you have for the instructors, for the other guitar chefs, as well as any feedback. Feedback is fantastic. And it may be a little hard to swallow at first because we never like seeing what we did wrong, but you can't look at it that way. You have to look at, okay, they know better than I do since I'm new to this, and they're here to help. That's what I'm talking to a lot of people out in my work when I give feedback, or just in life when I give feedback. That's their main drawback, is they don't like to be told what's wrong. But you have to change your thinking that you're not being told what's wrong. You're being advised what can help you to achieve your goal, or how to be better. And Kyle asked me some questions about when I completed this goal. He was with me the entire time, as well as Eddie was. and I'm just going to touch on those real quick. What are your thoughts on the time spent working towards this goal? I mean, I was ecstatic to have set a small, manageable goals over time, achieving a goal that I thought may be unattainable. I There's a lot that goes on in my life. I have a lot of responsibilities, and sometimes I come home drained and realize that the last thing I want to do is go down and leave this comfy couch and go practice guitar. But then I remember I have a goal to set of consistently practicing, and the last thing I want to do is lose my discipline and just stop working towards this goal and start all over again. I didn't want to be in day 78 on my way to 100 saying, that's it, I'm done. Because that shows that I didn't really want to practice, I don't really want to play guitar. I do, so I want to stick to something. Finding a balance for time to practice and life responsibilities or unforeseen circumstances and human emotions. Like I said, we're all human. We all have other things. School, work, taking care of parents, taking care of children, the going on road trips unnecessarily because you have to because family needs your help and stuff like that. As well as human emotions, there's been times where I'm just practicing and I can't get something. I'm frustrated and I'm angry. The last thing I want to do is record a video of me not playing well. But at the same time, people are here to help. They understand. Okay, you're practicing. You're having trouble. I can help you with that. So that really helped me. And what do I think about my progression? I mean, all progress is good progress. I mean, I noticed an overall difference in my playing with a consistent schedule. My fingers were stronger, faster. They were looser. I had an increased confidence in playing. My guitar and music theory increased as well as the modules I've completed. And if you just keep, you keep playing, you keep learning. Repetition is key. You play something 100 times, you play something 500 times, you play something 1,000, it's going to be better than if you played it twice. Obviously, that's common knowledge, but, I mean, sit down, play it 100 times, play it again 100 times until it's perfect. I mean, I had some bad practice days. I was sick some days. I couldn't really, I couldn't see straight some other days, but, I went down and did what I could. I know I missed 2 video posts, but I still made a post saying what I practiced, and I just couldn't make a video. However, I did achieve everything of practicing every single day for 109 days, and not all those days, like I said, are going to be top-notch days. They just can't be. And if they are, fantastic. I congratulate everybody, but just know if you're having a tough day, it's not the end of the world. You'll get them the next day. And of course, I cannot thank the instructors enough. All the instructors, but especially Kaio and Eddie, they helped me and they were assigned to me as they give me feedback just about every single day, and they were always helpful and a valuable resource. I can't express this enough. Use our instructors, ask them questions, send videos if you're playing. They're here to help. They're not just here, one day a week. They're here whenever you need them as best they can. This is what makes the guitar program, the 52-week guitar player, so great, is that they have people to give you feedback, relatively quickly, if not very quickly. Because we can all just, learn tabs online, but you have somebody here to say, okay, well, if you do this different, it'll be easier. Oh, your form is failing. Here, do it this way. That's leaps beyond any other program I have looked at, and I've looked at a couple and bought a couple, but this one is by far the best one that I'm most happy with. And speaking of happy, what am I happy about in undertaking this small goal? Achieving this goal I initially thought was difficult to just complete. Just breaking, like I said, I'm beating a dead horse, but just break your large goals down to smaller goals, and you can complete them. If you wanted to dig a giant hole, you shovel by shovel by shovel. You're not moving the whole entire earth. It's just a little bit at a time until you dig the hole. And that's just how the goals work, and that's how practicing is. And like I said, the consistent feedback is what I was very happy about. There were times where I was just completely wrong in what I was doing, and they let me know. I fixed it, and I just got better. And just overall playing more guitar. I mean, I love guitar in high school. I had to put it on the back burner for college just to um, complete everything, get a job, and now that I'm older, just really happy to play more guitar. And after just a small hiatus, so when I got back, I'm really ready to go. And what could I do better? I can create a more structured practice routine that will help keep my playing progressing forward in a well-rounded manner. There were times where all I did was just do finger exercises, speed exercises, and whatever lesson I was learning on. That's good, but you still need the fretboard memorization. You still need scales. You still need modes. You still need whatever else you've learned previously. That doesn't go away. It's not you complete a module and forget about it. You complete a module and then you also make sure you practice that module from time to time. Creating more short-term goals is what I could do better. There was just practice was on my mind, and then the goals I didn't write down. Say, all right, I'm going to complete this lick by the end of the week. So I myself need to focus more on SMART goals or just goals in general when it comes to my practicing, other than consistency. And organize my schedule to achieve practice time. Well, I was trying to achieve the 100+ days of practicing. I screwed up my sleep schedule a lot because I was more focused on practicing than I was sleeping, and then going to work was kind of a challenge. But I was happy I practiced, and I was happy I was able to complete that. But I know going forward I have to take sleep into consideration, because doing that again, I can't do any more loss of sleep days. That's for sure. And then I pose the question off to you, chefs. What are your SMART goals for this program? I'm interested to hearing from you, chefs. If you want to leave it into the comment, down below this post. And what are your SMART goals to do with practicing guitar and music in general, or just life? I mean, it really helps you achieving whatever you want if you just make a goal. Just write it out. It doesn't have to be SMART, but SMART will help you obtain it faster. I can guarantee you that. And you got this. This 52-week guitar player, if you just do it in bite-sized pieces, you don't have to do it in 52 weeks. I'm not. I never planned on doing it in 52 weeks. I plan on doing it as I learn. I learn by doing small bits at a time and building upon that. But like I said, with discipline, goals, and consistency, and I use consistency as every single day. Consistency doesn't have to be every single day. It could be 5 days a week. It could be 3 days a week. Every other day, if you have to get things done, just a consistent manner. But every day is the ideal practice schedule or routine for you. But I'm just another chef. I'm not an instructor. Check with them. If you have any questions, ask them here. Ask the instructors. They'll get back to you. And that's really all I have. If you guys want to reach out, know where to find me on the Facebook page. Have a good one.